Welcome everyone! Today we're brush crashing to a couple of lakes. On the way we should see some good wildlife and maybe we'll catch some fish even. So let's go! Have an adventure in the woods. Woo! Got a little bit of a lake right here over the trail. But that's okay. There's a log over here that should get us right around all of this. Okay, I'm going to have wet feet all day. But that's okay. That's okay. Because it's supposed to get hot later. I'm actually walking on a beaver dam right now. I don't remember having to walk across the beaver dam to get here. This is a very fresh beaver work, actually. Yeah, I don't think this was even here last time I was here. Okay, made it through our first obstacle. We're pretty wet though, but that's okay. It's supposed to be a very warm day, so we will dry off. Ooh, getting rained on by the trees. Pretty sure this is bear poop. This whole area has been tagged off. I'm pretty sure that means it's about to be logged. There's still a few rhododendrons in bloom. Here's a bunch of the lichen called Usnea longissima. That is the freshest coyote poop I have ever seen. Wow, I didn't even know it could come in that color. So far we've seen bear poop, deer poop, and coyote poop. This area must be popular with the animals. Okay, I am soaking wet now. Absolutely soaking wet. But that's okay. It's going to be warm today. Am I gonna make it under here? Brush crashing with fishing poles adds a whole nother element of difficulty. Don't want to wreck my poles and they get caught on everything. We've just about made it through the roughest stuff now though. Everything is surprisingly wet back here. I think we've made it through the crux. I'm not sure though. There might be another spot here that's really bad. I know we're getting close to the end of the roughest stuff. This is a cascara tree. Back in the day, people would harvest the bark from that and sell it for use in laxatives. I'm gonna have to take my pack off. It's getting too rough in here. But now I guess it's all done synthetically, so there's no longer a market for cascara bark. But when my dad was a kid, he used to sell cascara bark apparently. I recently learned that the population of Washington State has more than doubled in just my lifetime, which helps explain why it's getting harder and harder to find some solitude. But if you're willing to travel places like this, you can still get some solitude. Okay, we've made it. Bella's going to make sure and scare away everything that's on the near shore. So I'll just cast out as far as I can. It's quite shallow here. I can see trout jumping out there. Or maybe not jumping, but rising to the surface anyway. I'm going to start out with a little rooster tail, see what happens. Hopefully I don't just lose it on a snag instantly. I don't know if I can actually get this far enough out. This trout are ways out there. But I'm going to give it a try. I just put a new eye on this rod. I broke the tip off, so it's got a new tip. This will be my first time casting since I put the new tip on. I don't know what's going to happen. Well, not too bad, actually. Still probably not far enough out to catch anything, though. Oh, 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 what do you know? Oh my God, look at that. Yeah. All right, just like that. Wow, just like that. Wow, that was fast. Okay, got our first little stalker rainbow trout. Put that in the water to try to keep it cool. The water's already getting warm though. Let's cast out again, see what happens. That was really cool to hook one that quick. Let's try again. Maybe we'll get a bigger one this time. Not quite as far out as last time. Oh, oh, I had a bite. There's something following it. Oh, these fish are hungry. I saw it. They definitely had a bite. Try again. Wow. Actually, it's kind of tingled up. That could be why I didn't hook whatever that was. I mean, that was a trout, definitely. Okay. All right. Woohoo. Let's do this again. Back to about the same spot. Yeah, instant bite. Oh my gosh. These fish are hungry. Wow. These fish are hungry. Looks like it's going to be the same size again. I'm glad I've got my ultralight gear here. Here we go. 3 casts, 2 fish. Let's try cast number 4. Really hoping for something a little bit bigger though. Okay, back out in basically the same spot. Yep. Oh, had a bite. Yep. Nope. I was biting it, but not quite hooking. I'm sure it would help if Bella was farther back. We're probably scaring them a little bit. Okay. Try again. Okay, right back out in that sweet spot. They seem to be biting it just as it goes down. Yeah, maybe that was that for that little spot. But what an amazing way to start the morning. Yep, no bite that time. Let's try again, a slightly different spot. Okay, we haven't cast out there yet. Yep. Ooh, this one feels a little bit bigger. This one feels a little bit bigger. But this is such a light rod that everything feels kind of big. Nah, it's the same size. These fish are hungry. Look at that. Hungry, hungry fish. Wow. Oh, yeah, got one. I'm gonna have my limit of trout in no time, and then I'll switch to bass fishing, I guess. They're all the same size. These were all just stocked here this year. That's why they're the same size. Beautiful little trouts though. Just the right size to go in the pan. Well, one more and I've got my limit. And then I got to figure out what to do for the rest of the day. If you're into big trophy fish, you might not be very impressed with this. But what the heck, they're big enough to put in the pan. Nice little pan-sized trout here today. Oh, there's a bite. Man, these trout are hungry. Another bite. Fish on. Hungry, hungry little trout in here. Beautiful fish. Come on up here. There we go. That took like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. That was crazy fast. All on a little rooster tail. Amazing. All done with trout. So I guess I'll rig up my bass gear and see what happens. Pretty cool though. So this is what I caught them all on. And caught them quick too. That's just incredible. I'm almost sad that I'm done for the day now. Rooster tail 1/8, and this is a black one. I suspect any color would have done just as well here today though. Black with bronze. Wow, that was cool. I've gone ahead and filleted one of these, and what beautiful bright orange flesh. Just a gorgeous little trout. Bella's having a little snack, eating a leftover carcass. She won't let me get a picture of it though because she's afraid I'm going to try to take it away from her. Yummy. No danger of fluke worms in these because they haven't been out to sea. So apparently it's safe for her to eat them raw. I'm going to put this other carcass out here, and I will come and check later, see if some crawfish have come. And I just saw some little tiny fish in there. Maybe little cutthroat or something, I don't know. That was really amazing. Time to head out now to the other side of the lake. See if we can get some spearmint. Back to this crazy beaver pond. I don't really like walking over an active beaver dam. In fact, yeah, I don't think I'm going to this time around, knowing that that's an active dam. This beaver can hurt you if they want to. So yeah, I think I'll just walk right, go on, out of the way. I think I'll just walk right straight through here this time and stay off that beaver dam. That dam appeared to be very actively, freshly being worked on. So let's just leave that alone and just walk through the water. Okay, I'm going to approach this end of the lake with a Texas rig Senko, trying to keep Bella out of the water before I get there, so everything doesn't get scared away before I can even put my line in. I'm going to start way back here. I'm on the other side of a log there, so I'm going to skip it over this log and then drop it in right there. See what happens. I don't know if there's any bass in this lake. I'm about to lose my rig, so I think I'm going to call it a day. Nothing went after my Senko other than a couple of logs. It's just about time for the best part of the day, lunch. Today I'm going to have ramen noodles minus their seasoning, but with my own seasoning, which is made of salt, a hot chili verde, smoked dehydrated trout, dehydrated morel mushrooms, some basil, some dehydrated tomatoes from my garden, and maybe just a sprig of wild spearmint from the lake. Nice stuff. So I've taken some spearmint from the lake and put it directly in my water. That's going to be my base for my coffee and maybe my noodles too. Why not? Let's take a look and see if there's any fish in here. When I get home. Were there any fish? What a beautiful day on the lake. Isn't that right, Bella? Isn't that right? It's just gorgeous and peaceful here today. I'm loving it. Let's gather a little bit of spearmint to take home. When I harvest the spearmint, I just take the top. I don't want to impact the plant too much. So I just take the top, about like that. And I move around a bit. Try not to take too much from any one spot. So I definitely want to be able to come back year after year to harvest this. That's a nice amount of spearmint to be taking home. This is a big patch. Okay, time for some spearmint coffee. Yum. I like spearmint, so I'm going to go ahead and have my noodles in a little bit of spearmint water. My stove's running pretty slow because I've got it down here next to the water where it's windy. But that's okay. I'm not in any hurry today. Lakes like this are pretty rare. It's peaceful other than a chainsaw off in the distance. My soup base is as close to boiling as it's going to get, so I'm just going to throw my noodles in now. Just half a pack. A whole pack is too much. Then Bella might get to have this part. It's finally lunchtime. I might have added too much water, but hopefully there's enough salt in there that it will still be good. I can't wait to eat though. I am hungry, so bon appetit. I'm going to have one more cup of spearmint flavored coffee, and then I'm going to head back over to the other side of the lake to see if all those trout guts attracted any crawdads. Cheers! Oh, that is so good with the spearmint in it. This wouldn't be woks with moss if I didn't ID at least one moss or liverwort. So here, we've got some hypnum moss. I don't know the exact species, but there it is. Okay, time to brush crash to the other side of the lake. And as if brush crashing wasn't difficult enough with fishing poles, I'm going to add a layer of difficulty by trying to get out of here with a cup of coffee in hand. I'm getting impatient. It took so long to cook lunch. I don't feel like waiting for my coffee to cool down before I start moving. The foxgloves are still in bloom, and they're gorgeous. I love foxgloves, especially all the polka dots on the inside. Nothing has come after the trout guts, but there's those little fish again. I'm guessing those little fish, which aren't going to show up on the camera, are baby bass, even though nothing bit when I tried to fish for bass in here. Okay, I need to get a crawdad pot. Somewhere on the way in, I lost the lid to my Yeti tumbler. I really hope I can find it because it costs $10 to replace those lids. So I'll be going back slowly, trying to find that lid. There's some wolf's milk lichen down there, or slime mold, actually. Pretty cool stuff. This plant is in the mint family, but it doesn't have menthol in it. It's got some other smell, and it's not a pleasant smell at all. My favorite wild berry, and there's lots of pollinators buzzing around here. Very cool. I should come back here in another, I don't know, couple weeks. This is so fresh. Wow. That's bear poop, and it is so insanely fresh. Wow. What a beautiful forest that is down there. Thank you for watching, and if you liked this one, please click on the next one. Bye-bye.